Okay, everyone, I'm doing a part two. I wasn't even going to talk about this information until I had time to do a proper video, but I started talking about it, and I can't just leave it where I left it. I got to do a part two. So those of you who watched the entire last part one to the 10-minute mark, you're going to be prompted to come to part two. So here it is. I'm going to discuss it a little bit. If you're just seeing this video, please look for part one. You may not understand what I'm getting into, or you can just start here because I'm just going to lay it out a little bit where I'm at with the Mandela Effect after 2.5 years. It's so frustrating not really knowing what's going on, but knowing something is going on and having so many people tell you that nothing's happening is very frustrating. So you need to start looking into the 9 waves of creation. I was looking at this stuff in 2011. I was expecting a shift in human consciousness to come post 2012, not on any particular day, not December 21st, 2012, but to come. And I felt like that happened to me when I woke up to the Mandela Effect, and I was hit with the Mandela Effect and tripped out for a few days, sitting on the couch, wondering what's going on with reality. I was hit with it, and I felt like what I was expecting had happened. But there's so many weird things, and the downloads that people seem to be taking. And then, you know, you got the quantum computers, you got CERN, you got all this other stuff. I'm just going to kick Satan to the curb. I don't think Satan's behind this. There's no Satan anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong. I believe there's definitely an evil force, you know, and it seems like they're kind of controlling the show here on little planet Earth. But anyway, we're not going down that road right now. We're talking about the 9 waves of creation. We're talking about Calleman. You need to look this stuff up. He was talking about in the 9th wave, which started in, I believe, October 2011. We should have it here. Here he is here. Carl Johann Calleman. The 9 waves of creation. The first wave, way back in 203,000 BC. So he's saying all the waves, the 9-level pyramid in Mexico. The 9th wave started March 2011.
Hey.
And some of us are aligning with this wave, and I feel like those who are aligning with this 9th wave, which is the fastest frequency, the highest frequency, which is the fastest wave, we're seeing the Mandela Effect. I feel like that's what's happening. He goes into talking about downloading holograms and blowing our filters. I feel like some of us are just blowing the filters if we actually do download holograms. I'm still researching that. I don't quite understand what he's talking about. But with the holographic universe, he's talking about us taking downloads. Just like we see these people take the downloads. But we're blowing the filters because we're lining up with this 9th wave. And I feel like I'm on the right track with this. I'm getting the chills, everyone. And a lot of time that's an indication that I'm on the right track. I just checked the time. It's not 11:11, but if it was, it wouldn't surprise me. It's 9:18, as a matter of fact. Anyhow, so these other waves are still going. They're, you know, this one here is occurring like, and you can go look him up. He has a calendar, and you can see every month how the waves, they peak and trough, and it's happening month after month. These waves are hitting, and it seems to kind of maybe correlate with the Mandela Effect. I haven't checked it out totally. I haven't had the time working 60, 70 hours a week, you know, 7 days a week stuff. It's coming to an end, though. I'm going to have more time here, everybody. I want to know what's going on. The Mandela Effect has just totally taken me by storm the past couple of years, and you know this. And it's just such a fascinating thing. I was looking at this stuff back in 2011, and I just started looking at it and listening to every interview he's done. And I just think there's something here because he's talking about blowing filters and downloading holograms. I'm like, and I can't find, I'm going to try and contact him because I can't find a lot of information on this. But anyway, here's the 6th wave. You know, it's going like every few hundred years or whatever. And this is what he's saying. You know, you have Quetzalcoatl, the plumed serpent, the feathered serpent. Well, he's saying that why would you have a pyramid for a serpent, you know, with wings? And we have winged serpents all around the world with the dragons flying in Europe, and you got the, you know, the dragon in China, and you got serpents with wings and all around. In Egypt, you got the winged snake and everything. He's saying that the winged snake is the sine wave. I mean, this is incredible stuff. I believe it's linked to the Mandela Effect. So I was going to do a proper video with this, with music and video, and like I've done on the blood moons and all that. I just don't have the time. But I had to talk about this. I couldn't hold back anymore. So this is going to be part 2. I hope people can find this. Please share this information. And the 9th wave is all about unity consciousness. And when we see that with a lot of these Mandela Effect changes, is talking about doing away with the duality. Like Home Depot has always been the Home Depot, the one Home Depot, the, you know, unified Home Depot. And we have a lot of examples of this where duality seems to be going into a unity. So enlightened unity consciousness, that's the path I feel a lot of us are on. Others are not ready. They're too much in the fear. They're not ready for the 9th wave. They're not resonating with the 9th wave. This is what the Mayan calendar is all about. And it's not, there's nothing ending. The levels of evolution of consciousness, the Mayan calendar system, is all about consciousness. Everything comes from consciousness. This is all about consciousness. I'm sorry I don't have this as well researched as I wanted to before I gave you this information, but please look into Dr. Calleman. 9 waves of creation. See if you find any links with the Mandela Effect. Go create the reality that you want, everyone. I'll talk to everybody soon.